Hey guys, this video is going to be about the transits in the month of June for each sign. I'm going to give a brief overview for each of the signs here. So it might take a bit, but we'll get through this, hopefully in one video. But if I need to break it up, then I will. We're going to start with Aries, Sun, and Rising. So for Aries, you guys, the first 3 weeks of June, it's Gemini season. So that's activating your third house of communication, short trips, learning. It's really a time where your voice becomes your most powerful tool. So use that wit of yours to say what you need to say. You're learning how to say what you mean as well, without shrinking or overcompensating, right? Finding that balance. So basically, if your life were a screenplay, you're the fast-talking, truth-telling character who finally admits something real to the world, whether that's at home, with friends, at work, most likely at work, if I'm going to take a guess. But then Venus will enter its home sign of Taurus on June 6th. And that's going to be in your money house. That's going to be a time where you're going to be making moves, right? Making moves based on knowing your worth amongst the chaos that might unfold. So it is a grounding time where you can also have access to more money, opportunities, maybe a side hustle where you get some extra wins. Mercury and Jupiter is going to be in Cancer starting on the 8th and 9th. That's going to double down on the domestic feels for you. Your home, family, and your emotional security will come to the forefront. And you might have a desire to redecorate your space, host a gathering even, or just simply feel safer in your own skin. And I would say that throughout the whole Jupiter transit in Cancer, you'll have that desire to want to make renovations to your home, even a move as well. You'd have a desire to move and it'd be very successful. Then when the full moon is in Sagittarius on June 11th, that's going to light up your expansion sector, the 9th house. So that's going to give you that desire to travel, to expand your philosophical beliefs. You know, you might have a desire to go to school even, or something interesting, something more cultured. In that same week, Jupiter is going to square Saturn and Neptune in your first house. So that's going to be creating tension between your urge to retreat and your duty to show up. Find that balance between escapism and responsibility. You don't have to choose just one, just do both with intention. Then Cancer season will begin on June 20th. And then 5 days later, we'll have the new moon in Cancer in your 4th house. So think cozy nights in, long conversations with family members, softening, relaxing, security. Jupiter also being in this sector for the next year really wants you to redefine what success means to you. What does it mean on the inside for you, not just on the outside? It's a great time to really allow yourself to grow those roots, and really bloom from nurturing it at the same time. Hold on one second. I don't know if you can hear Lulu, but she's making some noises. Okay, now on to Taurus, Sun, and Rising. You guys, Have your money and value house activated in the beginning of June. You're going to be learning that wealth is less about the number in your account and more about how you feel when you wake up. So you'll be asking yourself, is my life rich in peace, pleasure, and purpose? If not, then Gemini season wants to help you to recalibrate. So June kicks off with you taking a magnifying glass to your habits, income, your spending patterns, and sense of self-worth. Then we'll have Venus entering into your first house on June 6th. That's going to be blessing you with one of the most magnetic transits of the year because it's in your first house of self. You'll be glowing from the inside out, attracting not just attention, but aligned opportunities. It'll be your season for glow ups, level ups, and the I told you so moments as well. Just make sure the validation starts from within. Then Mercury and Jupiter will be entering Cancer shortly after that. That's going to light up your communication house. So it'll be a great time to write that pitch, record the podcast, or send that love note that you've been wanting to send. Or if you just have something to say, it'll be a great time for you to just put it out there. Then we'll have the full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th. That's going to activate your depth and your intimacy and the house of transformation. So your 8th house. Someone may open up to you during that time, or you may finally open up to yourself in a way. This full moon is a turning point in how you merge, share, and receive. It's less about romantic fireworks and more about having that soul level clarity. And around the same time, Jupiter and Cancer will make a square to Saturn and Neptune in Aries that will be in your 12th house. So if there's a conversation that you've been avoiding or a truth that you've been dancing around, it may erupt like a volcano at first, but as long as you stay soft, you stay true to yourself and centered, you might be surprised at the successful outcome. And then Cancer season and the solstice will strike on June 20th. 5 days later, we'll have the new moon in Cancer. And that's going to bring that heart-centered vibe to your world. Your voice matters. And your story can heal a lot of people when you share it. So in a way, it's like if you were like in a film, you would be the quiet character whose words change the whole plot, right? It's like the quiet one that when they speak, it speaks like so powerfully. It makes such an impression, such an impact. So that's for you, Taurus. And then Gemini, Sun, and Rising. Gemini, the Sun being in your sign for the first 3 weeks of June. You already know what that means for you. You are the main character. So June is your movie montage moment. It's like a new you, new moves, new vibe, new chapter. Everyone's watching. But more importantly, you're watching yourself become someone you've always secretly known you were. And then Venus will enter Taurus on June 6th. That's going to be illuminating your spirituality and inviting you to move slower, dream deeper, and soften into your own magic in your 12th house. Think dream journals, late night epiphanies, and suddenly craving stillness in a world of noise. So this Venus transit is really kind of like a rebirth moment for you. You're just rebooting, realigning, and a reminder to you that even though you might feel like you're behind, you're really not. You're just becoming. Then we have the full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th. That's going to light up your partnership house, the 7th house. If your love life were a scene, this would be the romantic monologue, basically. Someone might confess their feelings to you, Or you might realize who really rides for you during this time. It's a big-hearted, bold moon that reminds you that you don't have to do life alone. Jupiter squares to Saturn and Neptune later that week add a little friction to your reputation and visibility sector, but you'll be okay. If you've been saying yes to things that don't match your long-term goals, you will feel the sting of that. But you'll also feel the redirection. Let the universe course correct for you. Then Cancer season begins June 20th, 5 days later, having that new moon in Cancer that's going to illuminate your values, your finances for the next 4 weeks. So you'll be asking yourself if you're ready to receive. And don't just try to manifest abundance. Make sure you have room to bring in something new. So with Jupiter now in that sector for the year ahead, the cosmos are giving you a booked and busy, but also rested and fulfilled type of vibe and energy. And I will have to come back to this because I need to get something done.